this clip that has gone viral of a father discussing the way that his kids are being taught in schools and whether or not it is appropriate to teach people that they are a victim based on the color of their skin, which is one of the tenets of critical race theory. So this is from North Carolina. This is a dad named Brian Echeverria. If I messed up his last name, I apologize. Listen to this as he discusses parents taking back control over what their kids are being taught.
I'm biracial, I'm bilingual, I'm multicultural. The fact is, in America, in North Carolina, I can do anything I want, and I teach that to my children. And the person who tells my little pecan-colored kids that they're somehow oppressed based on the color of their skin would be absolutely wrong and absolutely at war with me. And I think that's the same for every parent. What the mask showed us is that the parents, the most powerful group of people in our country, that they're taking back the wheel. Now, obviously, we had to take the wheel back for the mask, but we're taking the wheel back from Washington all the way to Raleigh and into our local school board. Because CRT, all of that, the parents don't want it. It's a big fat lie. There's not one, if you believe in CRT, I want to tell you you're a liar. Because that means you look at your black neighbor and say that they're oppressed, and you look at your white neighbor and say that they're evil, regardless of the experience that you've had with them. And we're not going to do that.
It's first of all, it's fantastic. This guy is, it's good that he's going viral. He should go viral for this and speaking so many truths in this. But Clay, that point also about you only ever have left-wing pundits. It's like, bureaucrats in the teaching system, teachers union officials, and pundits on MSNBC talk about CRT, or they say it's not CRT. They play all these games. We're just teaching honest history, whatever. Where are the parents coming out that would say, why are you stopping teaching this great programming? This is fun. You never see that. The same way you never see Democrats leaving Florida because it's so dangerous here without the COVID restrictions you have in New York. You never see parents coming forward to say that they want CRT because this really is a tool of indoctrination that the bureaucracy and the left uses. It's not something that parents want their kids learning. You never hear about this.
It's ingraining the idea of perpetual victimization, and it takes away the agency of the individual child to be able to be successful because you are telling them that their success is impossible, which is the exact opposite of what we should be teaching kids of all different backgrounds in this country today. I believe that anybody, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, who commits themselves to having and learning an education in conjunction with having parents who are encouraging that is going to be wildly successful in America today. And that's why I always say, I wish we spent more time telling kids, hey, we can't guarantee that you're going to grow up and be rich, right? Because, look, everybody can't be rich. What we can guarantee is you can grow up and not be poor. And this is what I tell my kids all the time, and I'd encourage you to be telling your kids, boys and girls out there. Look, graduate from high school, get married, and don't have a kid until you are 25 or older. Those are three things, Buck, that every single kid out there can accomplish. Now, you want more. I hope my kids go to grad school. I hope that they achieve high levels of success. But start off with something that everybody can achieve, black, white, Asian, Hispanic. Do you know, Buck, if you do those three things, graduate high school, get married, and don't have a kid until you are 25 years old, the poverty rate in this country for people who do those three things is zero. Doesn't matter where you start. You can start off very poor. You do those three things for yourself, regardless of where you're from, regardless of what your parents did, you will not be poor in America. That's something everybody can do.
I've heard this for a long, this has been a mantra among conservatives for a long time. I'd never heard the 25-year range. I thought it was just get married, don't have a child before you're married, get married and stay married. So this is kind of a variation on what I'd heard in the past, but the same idea. And yes, of course, the data bears this out. If they were doing real social science to help people, they would say, here are choices that overwhelmingly favor positive, long-term life outcomes, irrespective of race, education level of your parents, religion, etc. But it's much easier. And honestly, let's be clear about this. For the elite apparatus, it is much more politically effective often to just make it about envy, to make it about resentment, to make it about the system is holding people down. And that's what you see a lot of in this country. And it's sad. It's really a shame because they're pushing people away from decisions they could make that would let them reach their full potential, all of us.